Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Ubrik Show. With your host Shaf and Manash. Today we're going to talk about something, as usual, something very interesting. And it's going to be, by the end of this episode, you will have learned something new. Or maybe you might you will have a new perspective about websites. So, what is a website? Manash, what is a website, bro?
Now, Chef, today's topic is very, very interesting and important at the same time. So, your website is your first touch point to the business in the internet or in the digital sphere. And I think never than ever before, it's been so important that people are not meeting much, but probably people are meeting digitally. And it's very easy to take your email address, see what kind of domain that you have, and probably go there and look at your website before interacting with your salespeople. So we're talking about that piece of asset that you have, and we keep getting into one argument, and that's what we want to highlight today is about the website and who controls it.
Okay. So ideally, the episode is not about a website, in the sense there are a lot of content, there's a lot of content out there. But this is today, the angle that me and Monash are actually coming from is an angle that we usually see. This argument, we don't have this argument. We are extremely clear. But the argument that we actually see with businesses is the website, is your company website an IT asset or is it a marketing asset? Because traditionally, many of these big companies, let's talk about the UAE market, and we've been here for 10 years. And like say 6, 7 out of 10, we are in a meeting where we're discussing website, and on the other side of the table, we have an IT person. A person who is an IT manager. And most of the time, he's extremely clueless of what goes into a website. Monash, what do you think an IT guy should be involved? In simple terms, when it comes to a website, what is the role of an IT guy?
Website, I think probably two roles to summarize it. One, about hosting the website. It is fast, it loads up really quickly. So that is something that IT can really help in.
You mean the hosting then?
The hosting. Okay. The second part is security, because you are out in the wild web, and you're open to a lot of threats, hacks, etc. So an IT guy would be looking at two main aspects, that is
hosting and the security. There you go. So everything else to do with the website, be it the content, be it the design, this is not the IT guy's job. Now, usually what happens is, like recently we happen to have a discussion with a particular client, and their website, obviously it was not done by the marketing. So what happens, like Monash said, the primary objective of the website is to give information and generate you leads. So ideally, your website, if you have a website today and if it's not giving you leads, it is not serving its purpose. Because one of the examples also we were discussing before the show started is we have a client, because of Corona, their sales guys are not outside in the market. But because they have a very good website, well thought of website in place, like 30 to 40% of their leads, what they have today, is through the website without even spending a single penny. So what is the takeaway from this episode? Stop focusing on making the design look aesthetically superbly beautiful. Instead, focus on making sure your website is conversion friendly. You make sure your website, the content on your website, whatever copy is there, that it clearly communicates what your business or service offering is. And third is making it a bit more sales friendly. How can you give a quick example, Monash? How can we make the website extremely sales friendly?
Yes, definitely. When people think about website, they think about the cost of building it up and maintaining it. We want to start looking at this as, how can this generate profit? How can this be turned into a profit center? So when people come to your website, it should be easy for them to talk to your sales. So have right call to actions on your website.
Call to actions,
have the right content at the right place. So one page about one particular service. So there is a rule of one we will talk about. Be clear in your communication. And these are a couple of things. And in fact, put the right things of collecting data. So put things like Google Analytics, integrate, if you have a CRM in place, integrate that with your website so you get the whole picture.
So I think in a nutshell, your website is your front office on the internet. Like literally, Any random person who actually walks to in your office could be a potential client or could be somebody, you don't know. But you have to understand that website is something that even when your office is closed, even in this corona times, like us, we've stopped working from our office. But the majority of the inquiries that we generate are through our websites now, because nobody walks into Ubrik anymore or calls us, because if they call us, most probably you will not get a response. The only way they can reach through us is, one of the ways is through our website. So make sure, guys, your website is in place, and we want to convey this idea that website is not an IT asset, it is a marketing asset. Hope you guys understand this, and if you have any questions, do let us know. We will see you in the next episode, guys. Bye-bye.